It's like a tornado come through here or something. Dadgum.
You sure it's not that one bolt that you need to get into your chair that needs to be repaired?
That's falling apart too. I don't know.
It's one nut.
Yeah, Brian doesn't have that.
No,
you do. I can see the
There's two holes there.
No, there was one with
and I've got a front motion sensor out.
No,
I think the muffler bearings are going out.
I feel like I gotta say, Scott, I can tell you there's a lot of two holes out there, but you only need one.
No, I need them both.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Okay, all right. Don't touch. I'm ready. What?
Have you gotten everything done you need to do now? You went up, you had some toast, and you had your bagel.
A little bagel with
have you stretched properly?
Yeah, well, no. I had a bagel with a half a... why do they make those cubes of cream cheese so dang small?
Oh, not this conversation again.
They're just a little bitty old slab, but that ain't much for a...
Scott, for the average human, it's an appropriate size.
Well, that lasts for a long time for the average.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scott, on the other hand, has got to put 6 of those on one corner of the toast.
Well, that's him with the jelly packets.
That's you, yeah. That's what he's talking about, yeah.
Well, no, he's talking about the cubes of the cream cheese. The Philadelphia cream cheese comes in a block, and what you're saying is that ain't no block for you.
They're too small.
Again, he's putting 4 of those on the...
That's nothing but one breakfast sandwich. And that's on the mini bagels.
I saw it. No, you came down, and I thought it was piled with fish or something.
Well,
all this.
Yeah, I didn't have any fish.
No.
I threw some albacore on there.
It's just fun to say, isn't it?
Albacore. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Mike and the Mountain. I'm Brian Gary.
And I'm Scott Cisco.
Well, I'm glad you could make it.
Me too.
Jeez.
Dealing
with Hollywood over here.
It takes a while to do this hair.
Well, I'm sure, and I see you spent a long time picking out a shirt. That's
what. Well, yeah. Yeah.
You're going to smack me before this one's over today. I'm just telling you.
No, I like it. You're taking me abstract, man, and I need the abstraction to come from my mind to be able to take the abstractness and give it to
I got
people.
This. Brian, this is what you guys talk about Gorilla Glue, right?
Oh, that's right.
Cicadas.
Yes, abstract. I'm tracking
abstract. Yeah, just a little dab will do you.
I'm just so grateful that I spend time planning and writing out a roadmap for each podcast we do.
Right. Yeah.
Find some dirt roads along the way, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I just write start here.
Start, yeah.
That's it.
How come we never get to the finish?
That's it. No,
Beaver.
Yeah, I wrote down the one thing.
Yes.
I wrote notes for him.
Yes, you did.
That is the word beaver.
Beaver,
And,
that's it. I knew that would be his...
Beaver on my mind.
Exchanging glances. You know what I did this weekend?
Yeah, what'd you do this weekend?
I'm going to freaking tell you. This weekend, you don't care.
No, I do. I really do care. I am, with everything in me right now, I care about your weekend.
You only care about what you did. You don't.
No, I don't.
Really
I can't even remember what I did. There was a lot of cicadas thoughts going through my mind.
No, there weren't.
No, there weren't those either.
No.
I don't even know what I did this weekend.
See,
Is it the weekend over?
I'm just feeling pesty.
Oh boy!
Is this the abstract mind he's talking about?
I think so. Did I tell you about these new pens I got? They're right underwater. Check it out. Watch. Under you.
He spelled it wrong. Yeah. That's a good one, Scott.
Yeah, they sell a few. They spell a few other things, but I can't spell right.
I fell off my dinosaur.
Well, you better get back on him, man. It's time to ride a T-Rex, baby. That's what we're
pretty much what this show's like. Anyway,
yes, it is.
This weekend, for the first time in ages, as I was trying to tell the story,
yes,
before I distracted myself.
Yes, you did.
I went in a grocery store. This is the second time since the pandemic.
Since the Rona?
Yeah.
No.
It's the only that I've gone in.
How'd it feel?
I'm telling you, we have always ordered the groceries, gone and picked them up.
Right.
And we had commented how this really keeps us on task. when you don't go in the store and you just you have your list, you just order that, and that's all you get.
Right.
So
Right.
I hadn't been in, and I am a sucker for advertising, displays. Those people who do the end caps of supermarkets, they're speaking to me.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know, that's where I find,
and it's always the healthy
there's
stuff.
a new marshmallow fudge cookie. Look at the
All
mascot.
natural.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, it's organic. But I was in Disneyland, man.
Right. Oh, I bet. I bet. If you haven't been in there
ice cream in buckets. You know,
Sherbert.
When have you seen that in
Dude,
ages?
it's been since the 70s.
And they have cheese wraps. Have you seen, like a tortilla? Instead of a tortilla, it's like a slab of Kojak or maybe pepper jack cheese.
Yes.
Oh.
And instead of the tortilla, you put, like your turkey or whatever you like to eat, and roll that thing up. So instead of a wrap for a wrap, you've just got cheese for a wrap. That's brilliant.
It's a great low-carb bread. It's been around for a while, though, Brian. It used to be.
I haven't been in the store.
I'm saying it's been around a lot longer than that.
No.
Because that's been during my, bachelor days when I had my own bachelor pad.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They've been had that for a while. Yeah, I'm surprised you're just finding that.
Really?
I kid you not.
Was it like in a healthy food
Oh,
spot?
far from it, dude.
Okay. That wouldn't explain that then.
No, yeah.
All right,
But it's good stuff, though. It's a great, just a quick snacks to grab and go kind of thing.
Okay, because we get them, and my wife's going, this would be great to replace a taco shell. And I said, yeah, put some hot meat in there and hold the cheese. See how long that works out.
Yeah, that might be a YouTube moment.
Oh, but it was... And I saw why, because I think we went in there for like 8 items.
And you come out
and we're rolling out that cart
worth of...
plus.
Yeah.
That thing's, just heaping where I'm... $2 for a can of nuts? Are you kidding me? I'm over there just filling up the cart.
$2 for a can. Was it the ends and pieces?
No.
Peanuts.
I am a
peanuts.
Yeah,
okay.
no, these were peanuts, honey roasted peanuts, dry roasted peanuts.
Okay.
See, I'm a peanut or all kind of nut basically freak.
Well, we knew you were nuts.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
But I went and hit those right away because honestly, the Kroger brand, store brand, they're just as good as the other ones.
Really?
When it comes to the peanuts, I have found no difference. In fact, like some of those even better. It's half the price.
Really?
Kroger's actually a pretty good knockoff brand for a lot of these things.
I agree. Most of the times when I've bought store brand from them, because store brand I think gets a bad name. When I think if you followed them through the fact,
though, Walmart, to me that's a whole different taste. And no disrespect to Walmart, I get why it's there, what they do and stuff. But yeah, Kroger though, it's up there in my.
No, I'm with you. Not all store brands are the same.
Right.
That's it. But there are, again, we talked last time, there are certain things you don't skimp on, toilet paper and others. And for me, cheese wraps now. Well, I mean, that was...
There you go.
But I was a victim of the end caps because, again, I wasn't expected. But then I came home with all my plastic bags.
Oh yeah, you Weld County people.
And because I know my friends in Fort Collins have passed a thing where starting next year they can't get plastic bags. So I laid on my bed and covered myself in all the plastic bags.
You did not.
And got a picture taken, and I sent James got the picture.
Did you send
it? Yeah, you got it too. And then I sent I sent it to my buddy Todd Harding over in Fort Collins, who has claimed he was going to move if any of this happened. But now he says, I'm not going to move, but I will shop in Loveland next year. So that's it. But hey, if you've ever wondered what seeing a photo of me covered in plastic bags might look like, we can put that up for you.
You have this one opportunity. Otherwise, it's going behind the paywall. $5.99.
Let's go $5.99 right now. Let's go and throw in $5.99.
But it wasn't the only game of dress up I played this weekend.
Yeah, okay. This is where we're going to switch back into a family-sensitive show. Okay, walking the dog was on the last one, and that is not acceptable.
This speaks a lot coming from Scott, by the way.
When did he get in charge
I
and
don't
try
know,
to grab
but
I got my chewed before we started the show.
Oh yeah, you did. Who did that? Oh,
HR.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know Henry Rollins of Black Flag was out there.
He was. He was. He's a good friend of mine.
I figured he was. I'm not surprised. That would not in any way surprise me.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were rolling out for my grandson Nixon's 3rd birthday. It's my youngest grandkid turning 3.
Seen that.
Yeah, so we rolled out to Holyoke, and I love driving through the farmlands of eastern Colorado.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's farmland. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It is farmland.
It's becoming scarce now, man.
Oh, that's why I was treasuring the view.
Agreed.
To see undeveloped land that is actually using the earth to feed us, to give us what we need. I mean, I cannot say enough about the farmers. We were actually talking a bit about this before we even jumped on the podcast, that, I hate seeing the family farms go away.
Oh, I do too.
That family farms go up and it's, a young generation is being asked to take it on, and a lot of people in that aren't finding the interest to carry on that,
right.
And it's nutty because I'm like, dude, I want to carry that on, but I don't have no family connection.
Right.
And this is after I worked with Scott. I'm working on his ranch and how what it takes is just to put up a barbed wire fence to put electricity through that.
Well, and it's a profession where there is nothing guaranteed.
Right.
I mean, you are at the mercy of so many different things. Sure, you can be great at what you do, but if certain things don't cooperate, not going to go. But getting to drive through, again, I just have a great appreciation for people in agriculture and people who do that for a living.
Absolutely.
I love that way of life.
Absolutely.
But driving out through there, it's calving season.
Yes.
So to see all these little spots,
it's so cool,
in the side, and see them, with mama and seeing the pairs laying there.
It's cool.
Isn't that awesome? Seeing all the new life that springs out when you get to really feel it there. And what's really
cool is we get to participate in that farming, that agriculture, because of the 8 ranches that we manage for predator control.
It's true.
I mean, that's a huge thing, man, for all these little newborn calves. I mean, you have not seen anything worse than seeing mutilated sheep from coyotes.
Oh.
That, dude, I mean, it just drains you. It drains you. I know they got to eat too. They're part of the ecosystem.
Understand.
But, that's where we come in, man. We're helping support the farmers and ranchers by predator control. We're not out there taking all the predators. But, with wildlife, what's the word I'm looking for? Once it finds a routine, once it finds raccoons with the cat food on the front porch, once it finds the opportunity, same thing with coyotes and sheep, mountain lions and sheep. I mean, we just did a big job over here in the foothills, man, where these lions were coming down feeding on these sheep constantly. Once they get the taste for that, man, they don't stop.
Is that true? Because that's one of those things you always heard, somebody say in an old movie or something. Well, now he's got a taste for killing. He's never going to. Is there something to that in some species?
Absolutely, yeah. Especially when we think about the fire displacement. With all the fires we had, it's displaced all the wildlife. What did the deer and elk, antelope, they got out of there. There's nothing for them to feed. So the predators are like, hey, let's follow dinner. Well, it just happens that it's right in downtown on the Front Range. And we got lions all over. We got bears all over. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, it applies to the city life too as well. It's the raccoons getting into the trash. Once they find that trash dumpster, hello, Kersey Pizza 24/7 certain trash can.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, I was telling James before we started that again on this trip, the amount of raccoons flattened on the side of the road
out east.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And, there's
I believe
there's a few who didn't make it across.
Mark my words. All this moisture we're getting rabbit calls like crazy, and we're going to go into that with you guys. Yeah, you are. But the rabbit population is going to explode, man. The vegetation is thriving. The opportunity is there. They're going to explode, which is going to do the same thing with the predator population. Predators see that there's plenty of prey, so their litters are going to be bigger, better, faster, meaner, stronger. It's a hot mess out there.
I want to direct this to everyone within the visual area of my deck in the backyard. because I can see all around the entire block from there.
Yeah.
All right. And we seriously, as owners, homeowners, we need to think about doing the precautionary measures in your yard to keep rabbits away.
Right.
And I look around and I see so many. If I could just knock on your door, I could solve this problem.
Mm-hmm.
I see it when I look across the street at the shrubs that are just all the way down to the ground. I'm seeing the rabbits go through there and then I disappear because there's no reason for them to find anywhere else to live because they're getting everything right there. I look in my backyard into my neighbor's yard where we counted 7 rabbits jumping at the same time. You know, and they're actually having sex while you're looking over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even if you holler them there, they got no problem with it. They're like, no, film it, send me a copy,
like
bro.
Me.
Yeah, it's very similar to you. Yeah.
Film it.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
$5.99 a month. You can get that subscription to check that out.
But and I look and they had trimmed their trees, you know, maybe a month or two ago and piled all the limbs beside their shed. Well, you watch the rabbits go in there and disappear. It is absolutely perfect. But there is no way that unless people all make it a priority and realize that rabbits, as cute as they may be, are not welcome in our residential neighborhoods.
Right.
They just, I'm sorry, for me, they're not. They are absolutely not welcome.
Yeah, but here's the problem, man, and we've talked about this. We're humans. What is your biggest pet peeve and your problem and situation? And you know a lot about it now. You know a lot about zoonotics, which is wildlife diseases, what they carried in the past with the fleas that can get on your dogs, bring them into your house, transfer all these diseases. You understand that. The other people, the rabbits, are not like up there on their problems for the day, for the month, for the year. It don't register until there's a huge patch deader than dead in the middle of your yard with rabbit pellets. So if you got this, I challenge you. If you got this big dead spot in the middle of your yard and you can't figure out what's going on, go out there and take a look at the rabbit pellets. And I think we got some pictures of that on Cisco MWE under our signs. You can go into rabbits and feces and you can recognize that. I challenge you to look at that dead spot in your yard because now it's going to cost you even more money to get that yard replaced, or fixed. I mean, they're a huge problem, but again, it's knowledge, and that's where we're taking it. We're taking it next level, man. We got to educate. I know everybody hates that word, man. We got to come up with a different word for that.
Learn ya.
We'll learn you. We'll learn you in sons of bitch. Yeah.
But that's actually a very good point, Scott, because if my time BS, which is before Scott, in my BS years.
Went under the BS thing that my wife refers to, Scott.
It's very similar, but say it was, I believe, even 2 years BS. If you would have asked me about rabbits, I would have thought, oh, they're cute, they're harmless. What's the big deal? Yeah, I completely see it different now. I'm wondering, as a homeowner, is it, I know it's probably wrong to some, but is it illegal for me to create a rabbit guillotine that I think would just send a message? I figure I lop off 3 rabbit skulls, put them on little sticks out in front of the yard. It's going to send the message. Something I thought about.
It's going to send a message. Please realize that Brian is not affiliated with any of our businesses from this point further. I like the way you think. But
seriously. You want me to make you one.
I do. We'll talk after the show.
Right.
After the show.
Again, the subscription has some video. I'm just picturing like a rabbit version of Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, I sent you that picture the other day of the rabbit in the coyote's mouth.
Yes.
That was
Yeah, you did.
That was rated for mature audience only.
It certainly was.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But the trip out east, what I was getting to.
Yes, let's go back.
No, I love
Did we
where we
start
went.
that out
yeah,
there?
yeah. I was heading out to Holyoke for the birthday party, but we knew heading out in this area, out in the eastern plains, that, well, let's just say that they didn't take CDC guidelines as seriously as major metropolitan areas did.
Right.
Which bless their hearts, right on. I get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. But we knew where we were rolling, and I always like to put on a show.
Oh, yeah.
So as we're heading out there, we go to my granddaughter's soccer game, and then the party's over at the house, at my son's house. So we pulled over onto a side street, and we got on our hazmat suits.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did. My daughter brought home 3 of them from Walmart. So we, here in this small town on a side street, 3 people getting out of a truck and putting on these white suits.
Dude, you were in the news.
Oh, dude.
You were in the news. Aliens landed.
I am waiting for the paper to come out for this week because there is no doubt this got reported, and they're looking for if there's a missing body.
Right.
They know who cut it up and did what with it.
Absolutely.
So we pulled over on the side and we have our suits on, and then we thought, well, let's just drive through the town a little bit.
Oh, wow.
To see the look on people's faces, to see a vehicle full of people in hazmat suits.
Holy hell.
It's absolutely
Dude, that's brilliant.
Priceless.
I love that.
Oh, I loved it as well.
That is awesome.
Then we went into my son's house, and he turned around and just, I don't even know you people. That was it, but of course, everyone gets a picture taken with us, we're the hazmat crew.
Love it, man.
And I'm saving that sucker because we're going to do things where I'm just going to show up in a hazmat suit.
That's a good idea. We should do that sometime on one of our weekly events.
We should.
Tyvek suits, full face respirators.
Yeah.
Go into a restaurant.
Start pulling out Q-tips and just analyzing the table.
Yeah, they have some little beakers and some little.
What I want to do is just go into like every bar we can, sneak in and come out of the bathroom dressed that way and go, do not go in there.
Dude, we got to do it at Walmart because, there's a variety of people at Walmart. We got to just walk into Walmart. I mean, I am sure the greeter would probably bail and say, I'm done. I quit.
And love me some Walmart and all that, but let me say, we ain't going to stand out there.
Brian's got a point. I know what he's talking about.
You're right. No, you're right. That's a good point. Scratch Walmart.
Let me take that off the list there.
Yeah.
Target, on the other hand.
Target. That's where the big shots go, man. To the Target.
I love that.
Just not while I'm drinking, man.
That's okay. Scratch that. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my dad. Dad's just the coolest dude I know. Dad's 81 years old, and one of Dad's favorite things to do still at this age is the dude loves to take care of his lawn.
Dad.
With you. I mean, how you get with yours,
right?
And the way you manicure it, you know every blade of that grass. I know you do.
Oh yeah.
Well, Dad's very much that way, and he's never stopped. The one thing he'll hire someone to do different tasks or different things, but the grass is his, and he will still mow. He's got the push mower that's got the wheels that engage and will go. Yeah. But he's still out there. He said, I take my time. I just do it. I just love that. Because he was just at peace getting his yard going,
Your mama's never mentioned your daddy's grass in all the conversations we've had.
I'm not even acknowledging you. Trying to tell a wonderful story about my dad.
Yeah, no,
and you are being. I'm sorry.
Curious.
You're an asshole. But Dad, my brother, his father-in-law has been really, really ill.
Okay.
He had been battling a COVID type thing,
Oh,
and he's been laid up for several weeks, and probably will be for a couple more weeks. Well, Dad drove by his house the other day because apparently he's much like my dad.
Okay.
You know, he likes his lawn. My dad said, I drove by and Joe's yard just was overgrown. It was thick, he said, and I knew it would just piss him off if he could see that.
Yeah.
So he said, I went home and got Mom to help me put the lawnmower in the back of the vehicle.
Right.
And Dad drove down there and mowed
on,
the
man.
grass. You know,
Right
just
on.
got it beautiful, he said. And then I'm leaving, and I looked back, and he's got these walkway bricks up there, and I saw all the little
weeds
coming out that looked like a bad shave, he said. And I went back up and got the weed eater and started doing that, he said. And then right then your brother calls. Because apparently he got word got out that I was down there doing this.
Oh, no kidding.
He said, and your brother called, and he said, Dad, you need to stop this crap. You know, you don't need to be going mowing other people's yards.
Right.
He's like, I'm not an invalid. I like doing it.
Yeah.
It brings me joy. But
Right.
this is just it's the joy of doing something for somebody else. You know, that
It's the
feeling,
little things,
and you
man.
never want to take that away.
No.
You know, in any way. But Dad, I just think that's cool as hell.
I do too.
And it just shows what just thinking of somebody and doing this can do, not just for that person, but for yourself.
That's right.
You know, and if we all just take it upon ourselves to do, they're called random acts of kindness.
Right.
You know, and Scott, I know you are an absolute preacher of this, and I know I'm preaching to the choir when I bring it up. You know the power of that.
Just do it.
Just seriously,
do it, man.
if you're feeling it at all, let that speak and come out.
Yep, that ain't no lie.
It really is.
Just do it.
Absolutely. But Dad, that just reminds me that I'm going to let my lawn grow.
So
when you're going to be coming, when you come over, you can have something to do.
Dad, I want to give Dad the opportunity to come over and check out my mower. It's got the wheels you engage, but Dad, it's got the roll bar and the sun top, and you just big old John Deere 360. I need to let Dad come run that around the yard. I need to let him taste a little bit of the John Deere life, man.
Damn right.
You know what's so funny about that, though, Scott, knowing you? You love cutting your grass. You love it. You've got passion for it. But the one thing that's killing you because of all the pollen that comes into your face and puts you on your butt.
Well, and so you guys watch that video. I just did a video on killdeer.
Yes.
I've got a killdeer nesting out on the farm, and I happen to run across this. And you guys heard it in the video, my allergies, because I just got done mowing.
Yep.
And you can hear what was going on in that old video, man.
And you can eat eggs.
What are you gonna do, man? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
No,
but
you get rough.
I'm allergic to everything that grows, man. I'm allergic to everything that grows. And
you deal with wildlife.
It's my passion. It's my life, man. It's what I do, dude. Can't get enough of it.
No, it's weird that there are people who are allergic to cats but work with cats.
Right.
You know, that do that,
Right.
and you know something that it's what you're not supposed to do and should stay away from, but it's what brings you joy.
And usually it's January, February that I'm really working with cats extensively, and they carry the pollens. They carry the pollens.
Forgot about your kitty season.
Yeah, my kitty season.
Well, big viewing for me over the weekend. I had to watch Saturday Night Live. Saturday night, Elon Musk was the host of Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, I caught little glimpse of that.
I tuned in thinking, because I watch Saturday Night Live every week, and I save shows that I found funny enough that I would watch again.
Yeah.
And over the last 6 years, I've kept 4.
All right.
You know, seriously, that's been the equivalent of
sure.
it. But I knew I was going to dig this because Elon Musk I thought would be a little weird, and Miley Cyrus was the musical act.
Right.
Well, Elon was hilarious. I thought he was great.
Was he talking faster than he normally does?
He had said on there, and a lot of people didn't know it. In fact, most of the world didn't, that he came out and said, I'm the first host of Saturday Night Live who has Asperger's. And he had never... I never knew that was... Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He said, or at least the first that has admitted it. You know, but that was one of the... But he brought that out, which... I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But James was telling me there were lots of people saying, would he slip in a reference to Dogecoin? And
Doge?
That's what we were talking about
Dogecoin.
last week, because I still cannot for the life of me figure out cryptocurrency.
Right.
This Bitcoin, the Dogecoin, or whatever.
The sheer fact that you're able to use the word cryptocurrency, you're starting to catch on to that.
Well,
Yeah.
Some people don't use that proper terminology anyways.
but it makes no sense to me, and I don't get it. And he dropped the reference like a dozen times.
Did he really?
Oh, he kept
Oh, he
bringing it
did.
up and bringing it up.
He used
and
it. Okay.
then during the weekend update, Colin Jost and Michael Che bring out somebody who's an expert in digital currency, and it's
Really?
Elon Musk.
Oh.
In character,
Right,
supposedly.
right.
But then they said, so explain to me, I'm just confused, what is Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
And he says, that's a crypto thing, and does this and that. Okay, I got it. But what is Dogecoin? And everything, and then Michael Che goes, let me put it like this. In here, he pulls out, he goes,
Yeah.
this is $1, right? This is $1, and it's worth $1, right? What is Dogecoin? And that's it. And he would try it again. And each of them, they just kept asking, okay, but what is it?
What is it?
And then finally, they said, it's a scam, right? And he's, yeah, it's kind of a scam. He just did it like that. And then, Dogecoin dove more than 30%.
It crashed.
It
hard.
crashed big time
Are you kidding
after
me?
that, because then a lot of people who, even though it started as a joke, were thinking, oh, this is some kind of hoax, and backed off. During the show, right after he made that comment, the value plummeted.
Yeah,
for
to give you
this-
an idea, it was up there. So Dogecoin started at like 0.01 of a cent.
Okay.
When the hype caught on the first time when Elon Musk, because Elon Musk has been known to do this, he says a coin, the coin goes up in
Goes
value.
up.
Right,
It was like
right.
2,000 and some percent.
Yeah, it went from 0.001% of a coin all the way up to 3 cents a coin. So that drastically increased the value of the coin when he did the first time. So
Really?
when SNL came up, that coin was up to 7 cents of value.
7 cents.
7 cents. So going from 3 cents to 7
An
cents.
imaginary coin.
Right.
Okay.
And this is what people don't understand about this. This is what sucks about explaining cryptocurrency when it comes to Dogecoin.
Right.
It was made as a joke. This coin was made because of all the cryptocurrency. That's it. This was a joke.
Are you
Right.
serious? Like it really
Yeah, dead
was made up
serious.
as a joke coin.
It
Yes.
was made as their symbol is a
It's a dog.
a Shiba Inu.
Yeah,
It's a Shiba
yes.
Inu. That's their motto and everything. Is the logo is the Shiba Inu. It was made as a joke coin, but Elon Musk made a reference. The coin spiked up. SNL came up. Everyone was anticipating him saying it, but it had quite the opposite effect, as Brian mentioned. He
Dude.
mentioned a couple times that went from 7 cents to almost under 3 cents a pop, and still declining.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, it pretty much killed it.
Yeah, but it was so crazy though. It made millionaires out of this whole process though as well. There's hundreds of new millionaires because of this whole process.
Right.
It was dumped at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah, when it
Exactly.
went up,
Yep.
however many thousands
Right.
of percent.
Right?
So, but again, I got the same thing. What
Yeah.
is Dogecoin?
Time out. I have to call the cover. Get your time out. All right, time out. Go ahead. I'll be there.
But anyways, Dogecoin's a joke, just like that was.
That was But I still, James, in all seriousness, I have no clue what cryptocurrency is. Now, many say our monetary system is based on gold standard.
It used to be.
It used to be gold standard of that. There's no way we actually have what the printed dollars claim we have in reserve.
Yes and no now. But yeah, you're right, because the gold standard was the standard, but because we exceeded the gold standard, because we didn't have enough gold, so someone turned in the note to the government to get that piece of gold. The government won't be able to cover that because of inflation, so on and so forth. So with cryptocurrency, though, people seeing it go into a digital world, Bitcoin really revolutionized that whole process. So Bitcoin is the gold standard right now to reference these other cryptocurrencies. So if Bitcoin does good, all the other coins follow suit because Bitcoin is the gold standard in the virtual world.
Say you have an abundance of Bitcoin. Like I was reading, one player for, I believe, the Kansas City Chiefs football team this year has agreed to have all of his pay in Bitcoin, in digital currency, in Bitcoin. How do you, like, okay, here's a product. How do I buy it if I have that?
Oh, so yeah, they have what's called the Coinbase. So they do have exchange sites, and it just became public and legal organizations. So if you want to get into the cryptocurrency, government's recognizing Bitcoin as an official currency now. Tesla has accepted as an official payment. Visa and MasterCard has accepted as official
Are you kidding me?
No, it is a legit currency that is being implemented in this whole process. So legit that China, Japan, and Russia and Europe are trying to create their own digital governmental currency for this process. Because think about it this way, guys. What gives a $100 bill a value?
It says 100 on it.
That's it. Exactly. There's nothing besides us humans giving that $100 a value. No different than a Bitcoin, which is all numbers, zeros and ones, given that same mentality that Bitcoin is worth that kind of cryptocurrency. What's also so special about Bitcoin, though, it's hard to hack, it's very complex, you can't duplicate, and it's finite. That's what makes Bitcoin very popular. It's finite. Once it hits a certain population growth, it stops producing more coins.
Can we just go back to bartering?
I do well at that.
I like that a lot better.
I do it well.
It's a lot to process, and I agree, Brian. We should go back to the bartering ways, man, because as an IT guy, I enjoy a good book that's in my hands, paper and pen, all that stuff.
Me
sometimes
too.
I want to read or smack the person I'm next to and knock them out.
Right. Well,
those
and I know you're not going to believe this, but I enjoy a good book. If I'm on the mountain and I don't have anything to start a fire, I've got a book. I've got a good book.
I knew it was going to go somewhere.
It's the Dummy's Book for Bitcoins is what he's saying.
It's that dojo book I invested in that I shouldn't have.
Well, I want to remind everybody, coming up very soon on the 21st of this month, it's a Friday night, May 21st. We're celebrating it as our 1-year anniversary of the Mike and the Mountain.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to celebrate that. We're going to celebrate that by exchanging gifts.
Yes, we are.
Yes, having some cold cuts and
cold cuts.
Yeah, we'll.
No hot dogs.
No, not them big bars. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to jump on, have a happy hour. We'll always take your questions as always, but we'd just love to hang with you. So make your plans to be with us for our 1-year anniversary, our 1-year celebration coming up on May 21st. And it'll be right on the Mike and the Mountain page. So that's going to be fun.
Call me the day before.
Trust me, we'll remind you.
I'll call you the day
I know how you are with our anniversary, honey.
Yeah.
That's I leave you hints. I leave that book out. I circle it, put my initials beside the things I want.
I burned it.
Yeah, and
I was cold. I was out running traps.
Totally understand.
All right.
All right. Well, one story that caught my eye as I was looking through. I always look for some odd stories. These days, people do some strange things with the ashes of loved ones. You know, you can do like some have wanted to have their ashes shot into space. I think that actually happened with somebody.
That's happened as well as all over the venting system in Disney World.
Really?
Yeah, some people want to have have had their ashes spread across Disney World as an FU to the Disney company.
Is that right? That's kind of funny.
So, yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So there's been a lot of odd stories out there about these kind of ash spread.
Yeah, I know of Cub fans who have wanted their ashes spread in Wrigley Field. You know, those kind of things. You know, that's yeah. But this guy, his dad had passed away, and his dad was an avid bowler.
Okay.
So he had his dad's ashes put into a bowling ball.
No way.
Seriously. So he's always got his dad with him.
Right.
He got the ball. First time he goes out to break it out.
Right.
Dude bowled a 300.
Shut up.
He bowled a 300, 12 strikes in a row with a ball made from the ashes of his dad.
Oh, so that's not a regulated ball then. Nope, sorry,
Something
buddy.
ain't right.
It's not,
It doesn't.
The regulation
Can't
it's
count.
It's got so much ash in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No ash allowed.
But
that's still pretty nutty though to have something like that happen.
No
after
kidding,
you've
man.
had something like that go down. Like, that's crazy.
No, it really is. I found it rather fascinating. I used to say that I wanted to have my ashes scattered on a golf course, in one of the bunkers.
Yeah.
And because at that time I was about 400 pounds and I thought I could fill one.
Oh,
that it would just...
I like that.
It would always be there, yeah.
I had a really cool friend of mine, married forever, and she lost her husband, and he was cremated. And last time I seen her, she told me she wanted it. She pulled me aside and she goes, "You're not going to believe what I'm going to do with it." And I'm like, "Well, what are you going to do with his ashes?" She said, "Well, I'm going to put him in this, how do I say this cleansing device and run him through one more time." I about died. And she was like serious as a heart attack. I mean, who thinks like that?
Run him through one more time.
Yeah,
I can't imagine the thought process going through the head to have that happen.
I don't even know how the process went into my head.
Which makes me think my wife's going to have me put in a fleet enema. It's going to be...
Right. Yeah. They're right. Along the same lines.
Exactly.
Along the same lines, yeah.
But the dude bowling the 300 with his dad's ashes in the ball, it made me think of... There was a comedian who had come out and said that, he had a buddy who had lost his vision. And they took him bowling, and he was absolutely stunned that he bowled a 300. At least that's what we told him.
Yeah, that'll work. No. You bet. You're on it, dude. Strike on us.
No doubt.
Ignorance is bliss.
It is.
It
is. Well, hey, I've got to go work on my rabbit guillotine.
Yeah,
then we're going to get that done.
Ooh, one more thing I want to bring up about ignorance and bliss, if you don't mind here, Brian.
No, please go. I got all the time
We're
in the
full
world.
of ignorance and bliss.
Yeah, no. So this happened over the weekend here, and ignorance. And as you guys know, technology is getting scary these days, in the sense of people can get fooled in scams and all this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So, unfortunately, my father-in-law had an incident where he's looking for some new tools. He needs a new drill set and all that stuff because he does a lot of hands-on stuff, a lot of good work and stuff. But he likes to browse the internet for this stuff. So he goes on eBay's, Craigslist, all this stuff to find all the cool tools he can. He finds hell's a deal. Unfortunately, and you guys may catch on this, particularly you, Scott, because you're familiar with tools. He found... I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I've got it.
We'll see here. This is your test here then, Brian. This is your test. My father-in-law found some Milwaukee 8-piece set. Impact drill, drill itself, handsaw, or
the bag and all.
The bag and all, 8-piece set. It looked glorious. It was originally on sale for $5.99. On sale for $89.99.
Red flag.
Exactly, and that's what I thought.
Red flag.
Unfortunately, they made the purchase for the $89.99 because father-in-law thought he struck gold. And this was a typical victim case of he did a Google search for cobalt. Actually, he was looking for cobalt because that's a good generic name for him.
Yeah.
But he took the first search. Never take the first search because he learned now there's ads that comes first before the actual results. And scammers these days will pay ads to get them on the top of that list.
No way.
Yeah. Ads don't care where the money comes from or what you advertise. Right. And this is how scammers get away with a lot of stuff. This happened to my father-in-law unintentionally. He saw big bold letters, Milwaukee set, 70% off sales. And you click on it, it looked like a legit Milwaukee website.
No way.
It was nutty, and it took me a while to dig into this whole process. What was my red flag after I investigated? Because I looked at the email, I looked at the header of the web address.
Right.
It all looked legit. What threw me off more than anything, because knowing what you do, Scott, and you've enlighten me on this.
Right.
Milwaukee cannot come for $89.99.
It's just not going to happen.
No.
No, you might get a drill bit set for that much.
If you're lucky, especially in this Wood Haven construction shortage we're going on right now. Yes. So a shout out to the people here is be very diligent about your searches and stuff, and do not believe the ads. And look for the ads. Google searches is required by law to put the word ad next to those searches for that very reason. And people will pay ads to scam you out of money. So be very diligent about what you do and look for the red flags.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's a great point because, you know, many times I have been Googling something and, you know, I'll be specific, you know, looking for a tire or whatever. And you put it in and the first thing that will come up looks like the tire I just put in, but it says ad beside it.
Yep.
Yet right below it, the first listing is the actual one I was looking for that looks just like the one above it.
Yep.
But it has the business's name written right across that I am going to their actual website.
Right.
I'm not clicking on ad. I'm clicking something whose header above it lists their website.
The crazy thing about that, too, is what got me as well when I looked at the website. They had MilwaukeeShop.com. And it had the lock symbol next to the website because, you know, that's secured and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out when you actually type in Milwaukee in Google search, it's Milwaukee something else. It wasn't Milwaukee Shop. I think it was Milwaukee.com.
Old Milwaukee beer, maybe.
Right, right.
Yeah,
but it just
the worst farts ever.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, bad. Especially Old Mill Light.
I managed to find a case.
see, I always want Milwaukee. I always want Milwaukee's best. That way I knew they were good farts.
They were really good ones?
Yeah.
No,
I need to end a war with my wife. Where can I get some?
Old Mill. Seriously,
yeah,
you will
we
win
hook
the
you up,
war.
yeah.
You will
Yes.
win the
Oh,
war.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'll Google search that. No. But
Make sure there's an ad beside it.
But yeah, no, it's scary.
Scams are real.
No, scams are
They're
real.
heavy.
It's scary how easy, because today's technology, it's so easy for somebody to populate and mimic. That's the thing. And that's what you mentioned with the whole tire thing. They probably had a code in there to mimic the website itself, and then paid $5 to get top search when you type in the word tire,
Right,
or
right.
you type in drill bits to be the top of those searches, regardless of what brand you look for, and you have that false security. So
well, as you guys know, I don't like my fingers trying to text, you know, or search for something. I hit more keys, so I always do the voice to text. Well, I got flat tires on my 10-speed out there, so I thought I'd look up tubes. So I looked up tubes, and you got to be careful. It didn't pull up tubes.
No, you should not voice search anything because we've gotten your text messages and run them through the what the hell is Scott trying to say to you? And it is interesting every time. I don't speak Mandarin. I can't help him.
She don't understand me. I don't get it.
Nobody
That's
understands you.
true. I'm misunderstood.
it's a thick accent, my friend.
It is a thick accent.
Hey, one more product, though. You're talking about cool products. Did you read about the bar-scented candles?
Bar-scented.
This is an actual thing, because I like scented candles.
Yeah,
You know, I get off on the aromas, and I'm into that kind of thing.
I'm sorry.
But I know.
Goes along
but
with your
it's
Desperate
for
Housewives.
It's The Bachelor.
All making
Shut up.
sense
You're
now.
not. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I'm done. No. I was
Did you
going to get
really
you.
go into scented candles?
Hey, in the defense too, I'm in the same boat, because when the wife pulls out the nail polish, I've got to have another scent in that house, man.
Oh, dude, there are smells so
love the
bad. Let me
smell
just
of
say
nail
this:
polish.
driving through Kersey, that feed lot right outside of there,
Money.
it was.
Money.
No,
Crypto
we're going
coin.
through, and my wife says it's cow shit, and my daughter said, and it smells like they're getting a perm, you know, because it was those two
combination.
scents kind of getting together.
14's the same way, coming down 14, you go past those sheep farms and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, shit coins.
Shit coins.
Yeah,
Shit
totally.
coins. That's one thing the coins aren't going to have on our real money. Smells like money.
Well, you can get a candle that smells like a bar. As I was just mentioning,
A bar of
they have 3
Ivory
scents.
Springs?
These are for people who love bars and want the smell at home. If you want the smell of other people's fluids mixed with whiskey and ash. Bars. Yes. You can get the dive bar scent, the sports bar scent, and there's one other one too. I can't remember what
when
that.
you mention bars, I'm thinking, are we talking about the hot dog? Bar and S hot dogs?
No, the
Irish
Bar S.
Spring?
No, I'm never going there again.
I was hoping bars of soap. I really was. I was hoping.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Soap,
no,
maybe.
I mean, it makes more sense for bars.
But like the bar.
Yeah, no. Cigars, the cigarettes, all that fun jazz. But no.
Wow.
Do you ever feel... No, I think... You know that feeling when you've gone too far?
Yeah.
And you should, if you could just rewind and stopped it at Old Milwaukee fart.
I do it all the time. I'm always wondering where the off.
No,
all right.
It's a little further back. It was when he was talking about the ashes in that one.
Yeah,
leg.
that
was
runner
a
through one more
rewind.
time. Yep, and that can be. If you're just hearing us talk about that, that means James successfully edited the previous part out.
And I will not tell you what you
But
did.
there will be no editing come the 21st when we do our birthday party.
Yes.
So we hope you'll be a part of it with us. There's still a couple weeks to shop before our birthdays, so if you want to get us anything, I know that we both enjoy meat and coffee
and candles.
Yeah. Something lavender, please.
Suck the words right out of my mouth. I'm like, I am a lavender fiend.
Yeah, gotta have it. Until next time. Damn, I'm Brian Gary.
And I'm Scott Cisco.
We'll see you next time on the Mike in the Mountain. Is this one of them candles?
Oh no, that's a good candle.
No, that's Strip Bar. I know that one.
As a matter of fact, that's Cisco's Strip Club.
Strawberry smell too.
Strawberry, little castor, little essence.